Welcome to Switch Game List. Join me as I count down my top 15 best Nintendo Switch exclusives that you can't play anywhere else. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Splatoon 3 drops you into the Splatlands, a sun-scorched desert inhabited by Inklings and Octolings after the Great Turf War. You'll battle in 4v4 matches where spraying ink determines victory, not just eliminations. The single-player campaign has you fighting the Octarians and uncovering the secrets of Alterna and the Fuzzy Ooze. Nintendo nailed the movement. Swimming through ink feels smooth. The weapon variety keeps matches fresh, and Tableturf Battle adds a card game twist. I find myself coming back for the Splatfest events, which pit players against each other based on silly preferences. Animal Crossing. New Horizons sends you to an undeveloped island, courtesy of Tom Nook's vacation package. You start with a tent and basic tools, then build a community by inviting animal neighbors, constructing facilities, and landscaping your island. The game runs in real time, with seasonal changes and special visitors. It became a lockdown phenomenon, letting friends connect virtually during isolation. The freedom to design everything from outfits to home interiors makes it engaging. I've sunk hundreds of hours into perfecting my island layout, though the early grind tests patience. Super Mario Odyssey follows Mario's globe-trotting adventure to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser's wedding plans. Cappy, a sentient hat, lets Mario possess enemies and objects, creating wild gameplay possibilities. You'll explore kingdoms collecting moons, from urban New Donk City to the food-themed Luncheon Kingdom. The controls feel precise, making complex jumps satisfying. Each world hides secrets that reward curiosity. I'll never forget controlling a T-Rex or the musical sequence in New Donk City. It respects Mario's history while pushing the formula forward. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 throws you into a world where Kevs and Agnes fight an endless war using soldiers with 10-year lifespans. You control Noah and Mio, soldiers from opposing sides who can fuse with companions into powerful Ouroboros forms. Combat mixes auto attacks with positioning and special moves, which feels overwhelming at first but becomes satisfying. The story explores themes of life, death, and breaking cycles of violence. The world's scale impresses me, massive landscapes that transition from deserts to forests. It's a commitment at 60+ hours, but worth it. The Legend of Zelda on Switch transformed the franchise. Breath of the Wild broke conventions with its open-world design, letting you tackle obstacles in any order using physics-based tools. The durability system forces adaptation. Tears of the Kingdom built on this foundation, adding vertical exploration with sky islands in the depths, plus abilities like Ultra Hand for building contraptions. Link remains silent while the worlds tell stories through ruins and characters. Both games reward experimentation. If you think something might work, it probably does. The freedom delivers unmatched satisfaction. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate includes every fighter from the series' history plus newcomers, totaling over 80 characters. The premise remains simple: knock opponents off the stage using attacks that increase their damage percentage. Ultimate balances accessibility with competitive depth. Button mashers enjoy the chaos while skilled players discover complex techniques. World of Light mode has you rescuing captured fighters across a huge map. The soundtrack spans gaming history with over 1,000 tracks. Online play occasionally struggles with lag, but local multiplayer delivers some of the most fun you can have on Switch. The Pokémon series on Switch evolved with varying success. Sword Shield introduced the Wild Area, a free roaming zone, and Dynamaxing, which turns Pokémon into giants. Legends. Arceus took a bold step toward action gameplay, letting you catch Pokémon without battles. Scarlet Violet attempted an open world but suffered technical problems. The core loop remains catching, training, and battling with elemental types determining advantages. Multiplayer raids add cooperative play that brings friends together. Despite technical issues, finding and evolving your perfect team still satisfies.
Pokémon gyms. There are 8 gyms in all. Tackle them in whatever order you choose. Team Star is a group of troublemakers disrupting the academy's...
Hey, quick pause here. If you're enjoying this look at some of Switch's finest games, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Let me know in the comments which of these games you've played or are excited to try. Now, let's continue with our lineup. Fire Emblem. 3 houses cast you as a professor at Garreg Mach Monastery, where you lead one of 3 student houses. The game splits between teaching students and commanding them in tactical battles where permadeath raises stakes. Your choices determine which path the story takes through a continent heading toward war. Support conversations between characters reveal surprising depth. Managing your time between activities creates meaningful trade-offs. I found myself playing multiple 60-plus hour playthroughs to see all perspectives, which speaks to how well the game makes you care about these characters. Mario Kart 8. Deluxe refines Nintendo's racing formula. You race as Nintendo characters across themed tracks, using items to help yourself and hinder opponents. This version includes all Wii U DLC plus new characters and a revamped battle mode. Anti-gravity sections let you drive on walls and ceilings, changing how you approach corners. The handling balances accessibility and skill. The game supports up to 8 players locally, making it the default party game for many Switch owners. The added Booster Course Pass doubled the track count, extending the game's life. Fast RMX fills the F-Zero void with high-speed anti-gravity racing that tests reflexes. You pilot hovercrafts through futuristic tracks, switching between orange and blue phases to match colored boost pads. Hitting the wrong color kills momentum. The sense of speed impresses with tracks featuring loops, jumps, and hazards like avalanches. The 30 tracks span diverse environments from volcanic mountains to neon cities. The 15 vehicles have different handling characteristics. The difficulty curve rises sharply, which might frustrate casual players. For $20, it delivers more content than many full-priced racers. Bayonetta 3 continues the Umbra Witch's story, now fighting entities threatening the multiverse. Combat layers dodge-triggered witch time, combos, demon summons, and weapon switching into a dance of destruction. Controlling demons adds a new dimension, but sometimes feels clumsy compared to Bayonetta's movements. The multiverse story introduces new versions of familiar characters with varying success. The game maintains its over-the-top style while pushing technical boundaries on Switch. Some chapters experiment with different gameplay styles, not always successfully. The camera occasionally fights you, but landing perfect combos feels rewarding. Astral Chain puts you in the boots of a Neuron officer who battles interdimensional chimeras, using Legion partners tethered by chains. The dual-character combat has you controlling your character while positioning your Legion with the right stick. Investigations between fights have you gathering evidence in the last human city. The visual style pops with neon-soaked cyberpunk aesthetics. Managing both characters simultaneously feels overwhelming at first, but becomes second nature. Some stealth sections drag, but the boss fights showcase the combat system's full potential. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle merges Nintendo's mascot with Ubisoft's Rabbids in a turn-based tactical game. The Mushroom Kingdom has been invaded by dimension-hopping Rabbids, creating chaotic fusions. Battles occur on grid-based maps where positioning, cover, and team movement determine success. Skill trees offer meaningful choices that change your tactical approach. Movement options like team jumps add a Mario flavor to the XCOM-inspired gameplay. The difficulty curve balances challenge and accessibility. The DK Adventure DLC might outshine the main game with its focus on Donkey Kong's abilities.
To play.
ARMS transforms fighting games with extendable spring-loaded arms that change combat. Characters fight at a distance, curving punches around obstacles and countering opponents' attacks. Each fighter has unique attributes and abilities, from shields to temporary invincibility. The ARM types create strategic loadout decisions. Do you want homing capability or raw power? Motion controls work surprisingly well, though traditional controls offer more precision. The single-player content feels thin, making this primarily a multiplayer experience. ARMS never captured a massive audience, but those who clicked with its unique rhythm found a fighting game unlike any other. Super Mario Maker 2 lets you create and share Mario levels spanning multiple game styles. The editor balances depth with accessibility. Complex mechanisms can be built with simple drag-and-drop actions. The story mode provides Nintendo-designed levels that showcase possibilities and teach design concepts. The online community creates everything from traditional challenges to Rube Goldberg machines and autorunners. Finding good levels can be hit or miss. Making truly great levels takes more design understanding than expected, but that learning process becomes rewarding in itself. Hey, let me know what you think about these games. Maybe you've played some and have a different take, or maybe something here caught your eye. Drop a comment, let's chat about it. See you in the next one.